106.7 WIZN, it's Eddie Money, Take Me Home Tonight. Heard the Allman Brothers and Ramblin' Man before that. Joe Vega taking you through your Wednesday rocket ride home. And I'm joined now by Ben Berry from Martin Harding and Mazzotti. Hello, Ben.
Hello, Joe. How you doing?
I am doing well. First question for you. Have you ever been on a Zoom call with a judge and accidentally left the cat filter on?
I have not. I have not.
You should. I don't see you as a cat, though. You should get like a pit bull one and do that.
I appreciate that. I don't know much about filters to begin with, or
right.
let alone how to get them on or off, which I think was part of that attorney's problem with that particular filters. He was about as technologically sophisticated as I am.
Right. I was going to say that's exactly what would happen to me. I'd be like, I don't know how to turn it off.
But I do appreciate your associating my likeness with a pit bull. I appreciate that.
Right. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Cat. So, no, actually, the real reason I'm calling you is, of course, yesterday, Tiger Woods was in a bad car accident. I know you deal with a lot of car accidents. And, the speculation was, of course, Tiger's got a DWI in his past. And, certainly there's been a pattern of behavior there. And so the big speculation was he intoxicated at that time? And, of course, we don't know that because they had to rush him into surgery. He's going to be fine, but he sounds like he's got some pretty extensive damage to his legs. But my question was, in that situation, how do they find out whether or not you're intoxicated? And is that legal?
In that particular situation, you would first have to apply California law. What I would presume is that since he's been in a car accident where potentially police suspect that alcohol or drugs was at play,
right,
and he's unconscious or he's injured and unable to be subjected to something like field sobriety tests or observation by the officers, generally police agencies will rely on a blood draw that's taken at the hospital when the individual is admitted. So Tiger rolled his car over, he got hurt, he was extricated, then brought to the hospital. Oftentimes, agencies within whatever state an accident like that happens, in this case California, they would go through whatever legal process they're required to obtain a blood sample. And then that blood sample would show the presence of drugs or other intoxicants like alcohol.
So basically, they have their ways of finding out if you're unconscious after the accident. They have legal ways to go about finding out whether or not you're intoxicated.
Yes, and that can be based on either indicia at the scene of the accident or alternatively some other formulation of a belief by the officer. And what I would say generally is they have to make an application, whether it's to the hospital or have some evidentiary showing that there's a reason to believe that the person was intoxicated or otherwise incapacitated, and then get the blood. The state troopers aren't just going to walk into your hospital bed and stick a needle in your arm, pull your blood out, and go run it.
There's a certain process that they have to go through. Okay. Well, let's hope that's not the case and that he was sober when it happened. All right. Thank you very much. Ben Berry from Martin Harding and Mazzotti. Thanks for coming on, Ben.
Thank you, Joe.
Remember that you can call Ben or any of the fine lawyers at Martin Harding and Mazzotti at any time at 1-800-LAW-1010 or go online to 1-800-LAW-1010.com. All right, Mel Allen's taking over from here. He's got music from Queen coming up next.